Where is she?
Did you steal that from my room?
How dare you question me about
steal that from my room?
Where is she?
She's gone back home to play with her toys.
Why?
Because I got
Why couldn't you stay?
Because I got so sick.
Don't believe you!
Oh, that really hurts me, Abby. That really hurts me.
I made a big mistake. A stupid mistake. Betrayed my closest friends for you.
Give me the gun and you will walk out of here alive.
You're a man to be trusted.
Well, actually, you're probably better off here. Shall I tell you why? Because right now, one of my men, Danny, is taking a little present to your group. He's a doctor. He's a bad man, a real bad man. He was ordered to kill you once. Oh yeah, but he got it wrong, didn't he, Abby? He didn't get you. He killed Leanne instead. Oh aye. He got scared then, he ran away from the government. Couldn't cope, dogs and watchers came to me in the Clay Hills, but I didn't want him there, because he's got a microchip in his neck, a chip that can be traced, so I sent him away.
You bastard, you set him up!
Well, this way, Stephen Cortez, just for once, doesn't take the blame.
But my friends will!
I won't have blood on my hands and they're not your friends! They're not your friends! You go back there, there ain't going to be much celebrating, Abby. Now, give me that gun.
So who's this?
Reynes Carrera.
What does that mean?
Dr. Reynes Carrera.
Doctor! You piece of shit. Not yet.
Carrera was horrified at the torturing. He claimed he was made to do it by troops and ran away from the government and joined Cortez up in the Clay Hills. I found him wandering the hills looking for the road to Oxtown. So I took him and brought him to you. He needs to be dealt with.
Why don't you deal with him?
He hasn't taken from me. He'll never be traced here. Oh, I have a present for you. Goodbye.
Now what? We deal with him. Meaning what? What do you think I mean?
Well, are you gonna do it?
Whoever does it, he needs doing.
Don't need to kill anyone.
You don't have to watch, counsellor.
I just don't think we should kill him. How do you know? Danny may have been lying.
She has a point.
Do you know him?
What do you mean?
I mean, do you know him? Everyone seems to point the finger at me because once a month I drive up to the fort and deliver a few boxes with the gatekeeper. I can tell you all. Haven't got a clue what I'm delivering up there. Or who the hell uses that stuff. But you know personnel up there, don't you?
No, she works in housing.
Yeah, that's right.
No, she has friends who work in housing.
Isn't that right? I used to work for the housing committee.
Well, Eustace, where do you work now?
I just sit behind a desk. I do boring paperwork.
She works in personnel. Saw her ID card in her purse.
Oh, well, you kept that quiet.
Wouldn't you?
Right. So you know the names of everybody working up at that fort? Information we've been after for weeks.
I couldn't tell you. It's more than my life is worth.
Yeah, no, it's just more secrets. We don't know each other at all, do we?
Well, isn't tonight fun?
Do you recognise him?
We're waiting.
Yes. I've known him for years, but you have to believe me, I had no idea.
Have we?
Coming from you, a little trust, please.
Yeah, right.
I believe you. I'm pissed off, but I believe you.
So, what's he like, our Dr. Carrera?
He's a family man. He has 3 children and a big house in Oxtown.
Do you think he did it?
I don't know. I'd hope not.
No, he did it. I trust Danny. I don't know why, I just do. Why would he have bothered?
Yeah, he didn't have to come up here, did he? He took a risk.
Yeah, he had a lot to lose.
How long has he worked at the fort? And how many others are up there?
What are you getting at?
7 or 8 years.
How many other doctors worked up there?
There's about 10 medical orderlies, a few nurses and trainees, and then a doctor who oversees them all.
So he's in charge?
Yeah,
And has been for 7 or 8 years?
I think he took over then.
Can't be. Can't be, of course it can.
Can be what?
The doctor who tortured and killed her mother.
That's ridiculous.
Why is it ridiculous? She just said there's one doctor in charge of a group of orderlies.
So the orderlies must have been ordered to do the torturing.
Why will it have been? I bet it's the same bastard.
We don't know that for sure.
Can't just guess it's him.
No, listen. We'll deal with Leanne's death first and see if he did that.
It's the best way. Let me hear his voice.
And what will that prove, Katie? It's been years.
They'll prove it to me.
Yeah, we have to give him a chance to speak anyway if we're going to get to the bottom of Leanne's death.
Do we?
Yes.
Just take off his gag then.
I'll do it.
Well, now what?
Ask him some questions about his job.
All the time. You have me here. You're in danger.
In danger.
Fucking
Don't touch him!
What?
Don't! Touch him!
Katie,
Pull that
It's him!
gun down.
It's him, the doctor who killed my family!
How do you know?
The voice.
Weren't you? Well, what you told us that all through those weeks you were
Blindfolded, yes! But I'm still here!
You're sick.
I'm not sick.
You're sick!
Alright then, I'm sick! But I can still be sick and recognise a voice! Anyway, when you lose one of your senses, the others get sharper. Right, Doctor?
a vague memory of someone's voice is not proof, Katie. It's not proof that
It's
he's...
him!
Katie, that's not evidence enough. It doesn't
Maybe a
work.
tiny thing, but it's enough for me. During all those years, not an hour has passed, I even heard it. That same voice, next to me, next to my ear. That voice mixed with saliva. You think I forget a voice like his?
Katie, I'm asking you to please give me that gun.
No!
Katie, look at what you're doing. I want you to realise everything you're doing now is going to have serious consequences. Untie him, Katie.
No!
Then I will.
Whoa.
Hey, just
no,
stop!
no,
Give me the gun! You can't do this!
When are you gonna stop telling me what can and can't do? You can't do
Please,
this!
Katie! Please, can we start being reasonable?
You'll be reasonable! I never did anything to you!
Oh, yes, they did things. Of course they did things.
Even if this man was the doctor of those terrible events, there's no reason why he should be, but let's say that he was. Even in that case, what right would you have to bind him like this? Katie, look at what you're doing.
Think of the
Oh,
consequences.
fuck the consequences!
What about us? Think of what happened to us.
Like you did. Sorry, but get me a chair. Give it to her. This bitch can take it. Give her a bit more. You sure, Doctor? What if the bitch dies on us? Nah, she's only a fainting. Give it to her. Up another notch.
You know, Katie, we heard you and we know what happened.
Just stop it, Katie. They'll kill you if you kill him.
They'll inject you and we won't see you again. Oh, and I'm sure the chemist really cares about me. You supplied the bastards the time of the talk. I didn't know what was going on then. Well, now you do.
Just leave her.
What?
Well, if this is him, then the bastard deserves to die. And why should we care?
The consequences, you fucking
Well,
moron!
maybe he's right. Fuck the consequences. I mean, it's not going to get much worse around here, is it?
Fair point.
Somebody's talking sense.
You say you recognise his voice.
It's him.
Then it wouldn't make sense that we wouldn't recognise his voice. 3 of us got taken that night.
He only kept you for a few days. They tortured me and my family for 2
It was
months.
3 days! 3 days I spent bound, tied up and thrown into a cell. I had the same man spitting venom in his sick threats in my ears.
We all lay in filth. We were all kicked, punched, beaten and abused. We heard the same voice.
How can you talk what happened to you in the same breath as what happened to me? They murdered members of my family.
We carry the same scars.
We do not carry the same scars. You didn't lose anyone.
And we have since.
You didn't testify in front of the commission. Anyone who testified in front of the commission was subjected to extreme violence and sexual torture.
We know.
You must understand then.
We do understand.
No, what really understand. You bitch understands.
Katie.
I mean, she supplied the pentagon that used to suppress us with.
She didn't know.
She knew. I mean, what did she think it was for? Tasting our fucking minds. One said, do you practice tolerance?
tolerate this when we rape you. They tore off our clothes in those cells. They raped us and shoved electric bands up into us. Metal wire was used to pierce us. They sexually violated our bodies, using pieces of metal, water bottles and toothbrushes. We know. We all know. I know it's him. I know his hands, his voice, his breath.
Doesn't look like we have a choice.
We kill him. Let him go. We let him go. He just kills more people.
If he goes missing, we'll tear the town apart.
Tore his town apart years ago.
I can't let you kill him. And how are you going to stop us?
I'm with him, David. If we kill the doctor, you're going to come looking for him.
Look, searching for track.
Come any closer and I'll kill him!
Do it. Do it for what you went through. Do it.
Eventually you'll get tired. You can't stand there forever. Think carefully.
Then what?
All I'm saying is that you're standing there threatening a man who might not or might have
Go on. Say it.
raped you.
Shall we talk about losing counts and how many times? Shall we talk about shooting my son in the leg?
I'm sorry!
Shall we talk about the sleepless nights and nightmares? Shall we talk about never letting anybody touch me? Say, shall
I'm sorry!
You wait till I fall asleep and come take the gun off me. If it makes you feel good, 'cause I know how much it means to you.
Scott, I think it's time you back off.
Do not know you. I've never seen you before in my life. But I can tell you this. You are seriously ill. Almost prototypically schizoid. But the rest of you, you're not ill. No. You are sensible, young people, responsible for what you do. What you must do right now is untie me immediately. And I also want you to know, every moment that passes, you become more and more an accomplice to this abuse, and will therefore have to pay the consequences.
Are you threatening us?
All I'm saying is, if you do not free me, the consequences.
Consequences? Let me tell you about consequences. They are what happened when you murder an innocent young girl! There are fucking consequences, okay? So you dare moralise about the rights and wrongs after what you have done, you fucker!
Who are you threatening? Threatening, yes you was. Now let's get this clear, Doctor. How that you bastards may still give the orders, but in here for now, I'm in charge. Is that clear?
I have to go to the bathroom.
Piss or shit.
My God, Katie.
The doctor used that sort of language. Come on, Doctor. Piss or shit.
Standing up.
I'll take him.
No, I'll take him.
I'll take him. Don't look at me like that. It's not as if it's the first time he's going to take his bits out in front of me. Stand up, Doctor. I know you're pissing all over the floor.
What can we do? The longer he's here, whether dead or alive, it doesn't make a difference. They're going to come looking for him.
All military personnel carry identification. High-ranking officers and government officials are chipped.
How does a doctor rank?
A high-ranking government official.
And is he electro-chipped?
I don't know.
What are you trying to say?
Listen, we have to kill this bastard or we cut the chip out of him.
Yeah.
I won't say anything. Trust me.
Trust you, you like murdering piece of shit!
Probably already out searching for him now.
Listen, there may be a way.
Go on.
The fort is 3 hours away. All this chip will do is give a rough fix on his location. These things are only accurate when you're within 10 miles and they certainly won't be that close. All they will know right now is the side of town that he's on.
Okay, so we dump him across the other side of town, or someplace like that.
Right.
Right, but they'll still search town for his kidnappers.
Not as much as if we blow his head off.
Hey, you're forgetting one thing. He's mine.
Katie, it's time to let him go.
I can't.
Katie, I know you said fuck the consequences and that all that matters is killing this man, but we will all die if you do.
All of your friends, Katie. All the shit that we've been through. Don't let it end
men like this. We deserve better than that.
Katie, listen to her. Listen to all of us. We're better than this. We're better than they are. They're killers. Torturers. It's what they've become. But that's not us. That's not our way.
You can't kill, Katie. You told us you could never kill.
Nothing makes sense now. Well, I tried to talk about it, but what can you say? I was a 17-year-old girl. Growing up was not meant to be like that.
Never should be.
Nothing makes sense now.
This world doesn't make sense, Katie.
I don't know what to do. Help me.
Tell her.
He killed Leanne. The Watchers gave her to the doctor.
How can we be sure it's the same doctor?
Because there's only one doctor up at that Fort LA, and that's him.
I have to tell you, this man is responsible for the deaths of over 500 men, women and children.
You left that nugget of information a bit late. Do you enjoy playing games?
I'm not playing games. I don't like playing games. I don't like how this is going.
Alright, and I suppose we're all enjoying ourselves that way.
Well, it doesn't look like he's denying any of it.
Is there any point?
No.
Katie, we'll take him outside.
set us up. The Watchers are on the way.
You don't want to do it. Just get out.
Thank you.